Welcome to this guided meditation on the metaphysical theme of being, the wonder of being alive, the supreme joy of beingness. As we embark on this journey, let's remember that a philosopher simply means a lover of wisdom. Socrates is reputed to have said, "Wonder is the beginning of all philosophy." If you have ever wondered about why there is something rather than nothing, or why it is that you in particular exist, then you have been thinking philosophically. Settle yourself comfortably. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel the breath fill your lungs and exhale slowly, releasing any tension or distractions. Breathe in, breathe out. As you continue to breathe deeply, listen to these words of the American philosopher Henry David Thoreau, written when he lived alone on Walden Pond. "I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, to see if I could learn what it had to teach, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived." Each of us is capable of living deliberately, embracing the wonder of our own beingness. But in order to discover what Thoreau called the essential facts of life, we must be willing to look at the life around us, and especially the life within us, that which we call our own life, and question it. It's not enough to float along. We need to seize the day and make meaning for ourselves out of the raw experiences of life. As Socrates warned, the unexamined life is not worth living. Throughout the history of philosophy, great thinkers have contemplated the mystery of existence. Plato, Aristotle, Thomas Aquinas, Immanuel Kant, Martin Heidegger, Jean-Paul Sartre, Simone de Beauvoir, Hannah Arendt, all wrestled with the idea that there is being rather than non-being. But even before Socrates, the pre-Socratic philosophers were puzzling over these metaphysical issues of existence, including the great riddle of time. Is time real? Is time like a river that flows ceaselessly, carrying us from birth to death? Heraclitus suggested that it is not quite that simple when he wrote, "As one steps into the same river, different waters flow. We step and do not step into the same river. We are and are not the same one who steps in. As one steps into the same river, different waters flow. We step and do not step into the same river. We are and are not the same one who steps in." I'd like you to try to imagine this for a moment by recalling some memory from the past which is still vivid. Imagine that you could step back into that scene, that memory, and re-experience it. Of course, the memory is not identical to the actual experience, and you, the experiencer, are no longer the person you were when it first happened. But memory is like the riverbed that still holds the shape of that experience, so that in some way you can step again and again into the same river at the same place and feel those same waters washing over you. Except that they are not really the same waters. And you are not really the same person who steps in now. Listen to Heraclitus again and appreciate how cunningly he shares this riddle. As one steps into the same river, different waters flow. We step and do not step into the same river. We are and are not the same one who steps in. That is the great conundrum of time. We look at the river flowing in the riverbed and see two truths at the same time. Everything changes. Everything stays the same. You are both in the river and the one observing from the river bank. For you live in the present moment, but also have the capacity to remember the past and imagine the future. You straddle many realities and participate in many time streams. This is the joy and the challenge of being a human. But rather than dwelling only on the difficulties that come with that challenge, take courage in this quote from the existentialist philosopher Søren Kierkegaard, who said, "Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced." Take a moment to acknowledge that reality and your interconnectedness with all living things, the intricate web of existence that binds you to the cosmos. As you inhale, breathe in the mystery of the universe. And as you exhale, breathe out the wonder of your own existence. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm going to invite you now to do a 5-minute meditation on the river of time. Imagine that you can step back into the past, into a treasured memory. Whether solemn or delightful, it is your memory, something that you have saved because it is meaningful. Feel yourself stepping into the past, into that great rushing river, and let the memory wash over you. Savor it, learn from it. Allow whatever wisdom is there to rise to the surface, to nurture you and nourish you in the present. When you hear the chimes, step into the river, and when you hear them again, we will end the meditation and return. become aware of your breath again. Gently follow the breath in and out. Inhale and take in the wisdom and the gifts of those memories from the river of time. And as you breathe out, release anything that ties you to it, any regrets, any disappointments, for you are now in the present again, and all things move forward into unimagined futures. Breathe deeply and bring your awareness back to the present, to where you are in this time and place. Think on these words from the philosopher Mary Wollstonecraft. Surely something resides in this heart that is not perishable. Life is more than a dream. Inhale deeply one last time. And as you exhale, gently open your eyes, returning to the present moment. Carry with you the awareness that life itself is astonishing, a source of wonder, and an opportunity for profound joy if you are willing to see it.